Okay. Hello, everybody. Oh boy, okay. What's up, Watashi? What's up, Frostbite? What's up, Outcast? What's up, Bruce? How are you? How are you all? What the fudge am I doing? Okay. So it's all 50. Nope, it's all 45, right? And then it's a Kyogre. Kyogre. What even is my target? I don't even remember my target advances anymore. It's method 4. 31 and everything. Edit. Wombat? Who the what is what mod do I have named Wombat? Is this what did I mod Wombat from Project Plus? Or did one of my mods change their names? What the fuck? Surely this is Wombat from New Jersey. Excuse me, New Jersey. That's not who this is. I have no idea who you are. Can I click go to channel? Oh, it is. Okay, it is Wombat. Okay, that makes sense. Dude, I do not remember modding you in any way, shape, or form, Wombat. That's fine. You could be a mod. You are a nice person with good brain. I saw it and I'm like, who the? Because I don't remember the last time you were in my stream. Not like fucking, you know, I'm not. It's not anything negative about you or anything. I just don't. So I literally don't. I don't remember modding you. So I was like, what the? I was like, could it be? But I don't ever remember you being here. So it's just been that long since I've chatted with you. That's fine. I have no qualms here. That's right. Well, you're just like a good like I don't know. Like you're not like you're like you'll ban like trans well you know, I know, again, don't expect nothing, but like like I basically just mod people who I trust, and also who like if they'll see like a transphobic or like a racist thing, they'll be like, I'll get rid of that one for you. I'll be like, hey, thanks. And I guess I know that you will do that thing, or, you know, as a human being you will, not necessarily in my chat, if that makes sense. Sorry, I think I fucked up the layout, but it's because I needed to. All right. What is this seed? What's up? I'm not motivated. How are you doing? How am I gonna get a Kyogre from a painting? Yeah, so when you talk to the painting, so after I hit A on this dialog box here, right? Killing time at work. I hope it's going all right at the very least. Work is never that fun, so, but Yeah, so the way this works is... Oh, dude, I am actually ADHD'd out of my skull right now. Yeah, so the way this works is when you talk to the painting, when you press A on the painting, the amount of frames the game rendered, so think like a frame rate for a camera or something like that, the total amount of frames that are rendered is converted into a hexadecimal number and then used to seed the game, and then it starts from that point as if that point was 0. And so by doing so, I can get myself much closer to a 631 IV KYOGRE than I would be normally. Normally, this KYOGRE would be millions of frames away, but instead, because I can talk to the painting, it is only 28,000 frames away, which is, you know, a reasonable weight on some level. All right, so I need to get way lower. I need to get to 918. Oh! So. Or 981. Gosh, I really need to learn how to... What's up, Duckman? Really need to learn how to... Actually, Wombat, it's really funny that you're here. You know what happened to me? So I made a new video recently, if you guys haven't seen it. Oh, 11 minutes ago, that's hype. So I made a new video recently about making the... Oh, fudge. Gosh dang it. About recreating the World Champions team from 2011. And I get a comment. I get a comment on it. And the person goes, yo, I got algorithmed into this video. And when I looked at the person who made it, it was you, Blisy. Hope you're doing well. And it was a comment from Risen from HBA. And I was like, what the fuck? This is HBA Risen on my video. It just gets randomly algoed into it. I was like, that's hype. Now you're here, like a day later. It's destiny. Oh, actually, I don't even know how long the middle portion is, actually. 5-1. Nine. HBA War flashbacks, yeah. I mean, Risen was a nice person. Oh, 981. It's 9817572. 568 is fine, probably. Risen's great. Love that guy. He like moved far away, right? All right, I gotta get the I gotta get the Budokai music playing. You guys want to see something cool I made today? I posted it on Twitter, but where's the... Oh, no, we'll just do this one. I guess I can add the HD capture card here. Video capture device. Is it this one? No. Shmeep. Moop. Alright, so... Oh, actually, it's gonna go soon. I'll show you guys in the second wait. It's gonna pop soon. South Carolina, dang. Everyone's going to the Carolinas, huh? Hold on, I have to make it so you can hear this. Alright, you should be able to hear this now. Alright, so I had a poisoned Pokemon in the front of my party with 1 HP as the only alive member of my party. I have it faint by taking 1 step after I look at the painting, so I can be teleported here. The reason I do that is because there's many contest halls with paintings in them. But this is the only one with what's it called? No moving NPCs, and moving NPCs can slightly change the PRNG state. So I do that for the most consistent results. Also, when I go into my bag, I'm using the black flute every time I go to a new area. It reduces the rate at which encounters spawn. I'm doing that because every single time the game checks to see if an encounter could spawn or not, it advances the PRNG a little bit. And because even if my movement was perfect every single time, I didn't change paths every single time, because that's based on the PRNG state, which is moving at 60 frames per second. I can't possibly be, that would be millions of frame perfect inputs, right? And then here, what I'm going to be doing is I'm running around. You guys can hear that, I guess you can't hear, but there is no music in KYOGRE's chamber. I'm trying to get a rarer spread. There's a few different methods. Because for some reason in Gen 3, the video frame rate affects the RNG state for some reason. Who knows why? But the video frame rate can interrupt the IV generation of a Pokemon and cause it to have different methods. So we want it to interrupt. We want that to happen. And so hatching an egg causes music to play in the background here. And doing that, having the music play gives it a higher chance for the video to tear. So I have to hatch an egg while there's no... I have to hatch an egg while there's no music. Yeah, hatch an egg while there's no music, then the egg music will continue to play. What am I playing on? I'm playing on a Nintendo GameCube. I have a HDMI output on the GameCube with one of the conversion thingies. So it's playing in 480p, and then I'm playing the game on Pokemon Box. Oh, so yes, I wanted to show you. So check this out. Oh, wrong one. Alright, so check this out. So I made 2 fake games today. I made Pokemon Vega and Pokemon Flora Sky. So I made my own physical versions of these ROM hacks. Flora Sky is a ROM hack I played and enjoyed. Pokemon Vega is one I've never played. But I made them today. Or not made them, you know, I didn't fucking invent them. But I can show you. So I can play them on a real GBA. Oops, you can see the Flora Sky title screen. But like normally, it's not cool. I keep hitting B too much. But it's not normally cool to like buy those repos so you can play them on a real cartridge, because, you know, if you pay for them, the original, you're basically paying money to someone who isn't the actual creator of the ROM hack, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's typically not good etiquette to do that. So, I did that myself. I even got hollow sticker paper, so I could, so because Pokemon games always have reflective, you know, see, you can see it a little bit, but I got hollow sticker paper because, you know, Pokemon games always have those reflective thingies. What's up, Keanu Lee? Thank you, Burger King. Jeff Hardy just started checking out your stuff. Mind having a quick rundown on RNG manipulation? RNG manipulation. You want me to wrap the whole thing up? Just RNG manipulation? Real ones get it. It depends on the game you're playing, but in general, the goal is to... In general, the goal of RNG manipulation is to understand what the game is doing in terms of its random number advancements, and then without modifying the console, without using any external tools. So, like, yes, I have external tools in a timer and a program that tells me the output of what the game will be. They're like predictive calculators, basically. They basically say, okay, what is your game? What are you trying to do in it? And I will show you the prediction of what it should be, right? And then you use that information. And with nothing other than the game console and your reflexes, you try and use that information to get a shiny Pokemon or a Pokemon with perfect IVs or something of that sort. Hey, what's up, Bobby? How are you? And originally I wanted to do Pokemon Unbound, but I don't think it will work on this cartridge at all. No, it's not that precise. Hey, what's up, everybody? We got 40 people in here already, which is awesome, but we only have 12 likes. If you guys are having a good time, please hit like. That'd be sick. All right. You actually can RNG manip to get a Spinda with a funny pattern. There are already people. I think there are people who've already done the Spinda that looks like a dick. Five 13744. What is my? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. What is this? 981572. So. Let's say that's our new timer. Alright, so now we gotta catch this thing to figure out where we've landed. Alright. It's a pretty good HP stat. What is that? Sass? No, is that quirky? I think it's quirky. 158, 95, 93, 149, 141, 86. Uh, 28845. That seems extremely wrong. Is that the right nature? I have to double check now. Yeah, I was right. That is quirky. Oh, boysy. 158, 95, 93, 149, 141, 86. According to this, I was 20 frames early, which is absurd. Could it have been method 4? No shot, right? Yeah. I guess I was just 20 fucking advances early? Man, that's like unbelievable. Yuck. How? Should I even adjust off of this? This is so bad. It's literally exactly 20 frames early. We'll adjust. Fuck you. Fuck it. Alright. Not ready. Let's see. Do you know who this alligator guy from Reddit is? Yeah, that's the guy who banned me. Vlad hates me. What did he do? He's kind of a tool. No one tell them I said that. They'll ban me. I'm sure they're gonna ban me from the Reddit eventually. He'll ban me from the Reddit eventually too. Oh, I meant to be putting on music right now. Let me get some Budokai music. We'll do Budokai until I'm bored of it. I hope this isn't too loud. Pretty loud. I wish YouTube had like a digital volume control. Is Method 4 only if you're using an emulator? Well, yes, technically, I suppose, but Pokemon Box is an official emulator. So, yeah. And it's not even guaranteed. I don't like this one. It's a retail emulator. That's right. It's the strangest thing of all time. It's a retail emulator. I have never hit method 4 on retail. I've hit method H4. The alternate methods are way more common. The H methods are way more common for like wild encounters than they are for static Pokemon. I don't think I've ever hit it for a static Pokemon. Confirmed to play an emulator, that's right. Wait, why? Why were you asking about... Who was asking about Alligator, and why? Servi, why were you asking about Alligator? Can you tell me? He also hates retail RNG. He thinks it's like pointless. It's so funny. We have a ways to go. Oh, I wanted to actually play that game. I saw Absol playing it. Here we go. We're gonna actually turn the music off so I can do something dumb. Oh my god, I have so many windows of Firefox open right now. Alright, music is off. I need Flowtimer where it's visible. Oh yeah, I mean you can't argue with that guy. Alright, here we go. Oh, I know this one. Is this the little lion guy? Mandy, what's that little lion guy in X and Y, the baby version? It's not him. Well, no, I think you got the name. I just don't know who it is. Esper? Who is this? What's that's Lipard? Fuck you. Oh, I don't know this one. Silicobra, yeah, the Gen 8 stuff, no shot. Is that Weezing? Golem? Gloom? Vile? How do you spell Vile Plume? Who is this? I don't know. Oh, Lapras. Fuck! Oh, I'm so bad at... Okay, that's Xatu. Got it in one. Oh, fuck me. I don't know this one. Of course I don't know Zygarde. Doug Trio. Dodrio. Okay. What is this? Swinub? Wow, never would have guessed it. Is that... Not Aegislash. What's the baby form of Aegislash? Oh, I can't remember. What is the baby form of Aegislash? Man, did you remember the baby form of Aegislash? His little sword? What? What's his name? No! Yeah, final. And then there's Doublade. This is Honedge. Got it. Oh, I know this one. Oh, this is Gen 1. Oh, it's Gen 1. Oh, it's Gen 2. Him on top, excuse me. I don't know that one. Sneasler, of course I wouldn't. My problem, I have a problem. Dude, these new versions of the cries are fucking with... Well, how could you... The updated versions of the cries are fucking with me so hard. I bet you if there was... I think I would do better with the older versions. Because they updated them in Gen 6. I'm just Johnny. I just don't know how to spell Cricketune. Can't stand the people who get the competitive, like, I got the time to do this for every team. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you know, there's so many people on that last video who, like, it's really funny. If you read the comments for that video, there's a lot of people calling me bad faith, who are just like, this is so unbelievably bad faith, everything that you're saying, etc. And then there's the video isn't really the video. I present an argument and I don't really give a conclusion, or like I don't really give my opinion at the end of the video. I just say that I'm glad it's easier. I don't know that. Relegate. I know this one, but I don't know it. It's Riolo, fuck. Don't know it. Inteleon? Never would guess that in my life. This is like a ghost type, isn't it? Oh, it's Ludicolo. Never mind. Fuck me, I guess. This is Gen 8, isn't it? Squove it, yeah. I don't know this one. Shelmet, fuck you. I'm better at this one, hold on. I'm better at this one. Here you go. Oh, that was so loud. I will lower that. That's still insanely loud for you guys. What the fuck? Why does this not have volume control? Why? Why does this not have volume control? Well, I'll go back to the other one. Oh, I can't. It was like Gearoid or something. What is the faith? It's like, this is how long this took and probably why people gen. Like, is there another reason people gen? I don't think so. I can go and read some of the, what I believe are like insane comments. We could just bully. There's like a lot of truly insane, like, comments on this. Hold on. But yeah, I'm down to just bully. Okay, here we go. Let's sort by newest. Okay, no, this is fine. Yeah, I know, bro. There's a few farther down. There was one guy who wrote a he wrote a really long essay. And I just sort of not this person. God, these bad faith arguments really piss me off for hacking. So this guy thinks that this guy thinks I'm making an argument in favor of hacking from this video. Shout out to my wife, love you, Becca. Everybody loves Becca too. Literally compare these arguments to actual sports or other esports. Go find a League of Legends pro that is scripting on stage. Go ahead, I'll wait. And then he writes a really long essay about how League of Legends players like do things, you know what I mean? And so then I just responded, oh, there's more responses to this. I didn't see any of these, but I said your opinion isn't valid because you play and think about League of Legends. For those who don't know, I fucking hate League of Legends. I think it actively ruined my life in many ways, and I'm very negative about it. So I thought that was funny. So it was just really funny. There was another person who called me bad faith. I can't find it. Lots of people who are saying RNG manip is bad. This person wants them to ban shiny Pokemon that were hacked only, but the IVs are fine. This one is very funny to me. Let's see what else I can find. I know you guys can't see the comments, but that's probably fine. That's probably a good thing that you can't see them, most of it. Let me find. I'll keep scrolling for a little bit. We have 14 seconds left, okay. 14 seconds. Dude, actually, do you guys want to know the odds of a 6 IV Pokemon? Does anybody know them off the top of their head? I can do the math really quick. Actually, you don't need 6 IVs, right? What you need is let's say you're doing Terrakion, right? Let's say you're soft resetting for the non-shiny version of the Terrakion that I got in this video. All right, you ready? 1 times 32. It's 3. It's 4. It's 5. All right. Yo, Kelpo, welcome to Happiny. Thank you very much. All right. No, so for a 5 IV Terrakion with the proper nature, thanks for the donation. That is a 1 in 67 million chance for a 5 IV Pokemon. For 5 IV. That's not 6 IV. Subutoi. Is that bold? That is bold, right? And in reality, it's just, that's for any 5 IVs. That's not really for the 5 specific ones you want. So you actually have significantly higher odds, I think, to win the lottery than to get a 6 IV Pokemon. Yeah, but I don't know how you would choose the correct IV order. I don't know math enough. Is that Zoo or Zoo? Oh, it is Zoo. Zubutoi. I could have typed the nature wrong, but I don't think I did. Pretty sure this is bold. Was I more than 50 frames away? Are you kidding me? I should just really quickly make the Did I type something wrong as well? I could have done that. 152, 87, 100, 141, 137, 190. Oh, I wrote 192. Fucking idiot. Excuse me, I'm not an idiot. I made a typo. It's a simple mistake. Everybody makes it. It's okay. You can make mistakes. Everything's fine. I don't even know how I typed 192, though. The 9 is so far away from the 1 on the keyboard. That makes sense. Okay, it's probably method 1, so we'll go with that. Stop it on.
She was making snippy faces.
Saffron loves to make sniffy faces where she goes like...
She's like very dramatic.
She's very dramatic about her sniffing, it's true. I will talk more about the video when I switch over to the... once we figure out what thing I'm hitting. Okay, we were on C. We hit the exact frame 2 seeds early. So I'm not going to do a calibration. We will just rip it and grip it. Wait, what's happening? Hold on, sorry, wait, I don't know what I did. I somehow hit everything with one hand. Alright, there we go. Alright, we'll play some Budokai music. Alright, music in. Everybody Pog Kelpo. I know I'm a little bit late, but Pog Kelpo. Okay. So, here we go. Let's continue with this. Let us continue. Bullying my commenters. Okay, so this is a very funny one to me. So for me, the point of the video, and you know, I think for the next video that I do on this, I will do a better job explaining what the hell I'm talking about, or what the concept is, I suppose. So I got this comment all the time. I mean, once you make 2 teams legitimately, it starts to take sub 30 minutes per Pokemon. The reason this point makes me so laugh so much is because they're acting like yes, once you have everything set up, once you get all the items you need to EV train, things will go quicker. But you always need to go through the long process. Like, you always need to take a long time to get all the setups. Like my point was to show how daunting it could be, how intimidating and difficult it is from if you start from 0 and you're trying to get into VGC. I just picked the World Champions team just because it's like, I think that's a good, like, because I'm not just, basically I just wanted to not pull a team out of my ass, you know what I mean? Like, I could have just pulled I could have just made the hardest thing possible, but instead of doing that, I made a, like, known good team, and it's like, okay, what does it take? The fact that it's the World Champions team doesn't even actually matter that much, but it just, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah. Damn, bro, you're telling me if I grind for 100 hours, it becomes a little bit quicker and easier? Yeah, it's the funny part. All right. So this person goes, imagine being mad at people who opt to skip obtuse mechanics. I'm not mad at people who are skipping obtuse mechanics. I am not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad at the people who hacked. Do I think that they gained an advantage because they hacked? Yes. I'm not going to say that they didn't, but I'm not, like, mad. I didn't make this video because I was mad. Let me continue. This one's got the Tama opinion. This is an unsolvable problem because Pokemon is a single-player RPG that wants to stay a single-player RPG, but also be competitive at the same time. Which is the ultimate conundrum, right? Where you... Basically, the problems that arise in the competitive scene are because you can't just like removing IVs is bad for the single player experience. Anyway, continue. Where is there was like a really unhinged comment I got. I don't know if they deleted it. Oh my gosh, this person. Okay. Hold on, this is really long. Here it is. You know, it's so funny. I only even ended up doing this video because I had played Pokemon White all the way through for basically no reason. I just did it because I was bored. And then I was like, you know, because I had been doing lots of Gen 3 and Gen 4 competitive team building, like just on stream and stuff. I mean, you guys see me. I'm doing it right now. I'm going for a 6 IV KYOGRE, right? And I was like, oh, you know what? I haven't done it for Gen 5. I'll just do it for funsies. Okay, so anyway, this comment is insane. It's also, I think this person also talks about League of Legends, which is funny. There's so many people compare it to League of Legends, which I can explain also why it's sort of a bad comparison, but let's go on with this. So a couple of things. A majority of these things get done while you would casually play the game. They would not. What does this person mean by a majority of the things that I did in this video would get done casually while I play the game? What do they mean by that? Does anybody know? I said, like, I mean, I played Pokemon White, I think more than casually for this video. I got my entry to the max level to where I unlocked every single pass power in the game. And I didn't count that. I didn't count that towards the video. I didn't count that towards the video time at all. I also didn't count the time of me doing the entire Undella Bay dive puzzle, where that's a big long puzzle, and that gets you like over 2 million Poké Dollars doing that. Okay, so anyway, then this person goes on to say, getting BP is not a tedious task and a general thing most somewhat hardcore players will do, which is something that most pro players will do already. And what pro player does not play this main game casually? First of all, I think tons of pro players do not play the game casually at all. Second of all, they say that like gaining BP isn't a tedious task, but like it took me 5 hours. Like it took me 5 hours to get all the power items. What do you mean it's not tedious? That's so long. That's too long. The power items should just be given to you, flat out. Anyway, then it goes on to say, second, you do not need Pokerus per se. It is just something that ends up having the Pokemon you need to beat, aka having the amount of time you would be KOing Pokemon. But you don't need to do, guys, you don't need it. It's not needed. But, hold on. But as it is quite easy to obtain in this game, it's not. I'm going to assume they will do all of this. If I didn't RNG manip Pokerus, that is a 1 in 65,000 chance. And Pokerus RNG was not known in 2011. Do you know how I know that? Because Lincoln LM wrote the fucking Python script 6 months ago when I recorded all the footage for this. If Lincoln didn't write that Python script, I was going to trade up Pokerus from Emerald version, because otherwise it would have been ridiculous. It would have been too much, you know what I mean? Okay, hold on. There's going to be more. There's much more, by the way. There's going to be much more. Once we get to Kyogre, I will continue reading the comment. But all of these people tell me that I'm in bad faith. Here's the truth. Here's the truth. Here's the truth. I have never made a video that is this successful before. And so I am not used to these types of comments. Like I am well versed in the internet. I'm a fucking internet dweller. So I'm used to these types of comments in general and arguing with people. But typically, like, I'm not arguing with them about something that I did. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not getting this type of... I'm not getting this type of insane feedback from something that I made and spent a bunch of time on. So that's part of the reason it's like... And it's not really getting to me. Basically, all I'm doing is seeing a comment like this that is just truly unhinged and, like, fully missed the point of what I was talking about. And I just see that comment and I screenshot it and I send it to my friends and I'm like, yo, this shit's crazy. And that's pretty much the extent of it. Forgive me for being a bit theatrical in this moment, everybody. Okay. Meryl, if you could hatch, I think people assume that you're going to get Pokerus over Wi-Fi, but it probably originated from someone who hacked it. Yeah. Again, if Lincoln didn't make the Pokerus script, I'm the first person who ever did Pokerus RNG. By the way. Just so that's understood. Like, literally, I'm the first person who ever did it. Okay. So if Lincoln didn't do it, I was just going to get it from Gen 3 or Gen 4. Anyway, let's continue. Secondly, this is all started from scratch in Gen 5. If this was a competitive... If you played competitive in Gen 4, which most Gen 5 competitive players did, then a lot of this isn't required. Though, let's say you do have to start this all from scratch. The majority of things you need to do, like capture a high IV Ditto and get some good natures, you only need to do that once in your lifetime. No, Lincoln did not do it. Lincoln, basically, there was someone else's Python script that I was trying to use. Lincoln looks at it, and Lincoln goes, the math in this is wrong. Here, I fixed it. Then I tested it out on emulator and was like, yo, I did it on emulator. Then like 40 minutes later, I was like, I got it on retail. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. So it's so funny because all of this is that whole comment is utterly irrelevant because again, my point, and again, I think maybe this is my fault. I didn't express clearly enough that this was about showing you how difficult this would be to get in on VGC. Like if you wanted to start, if you were starting VGC in Gen 5, my video shows you just how difficult it would be. And in reality, my video is easier than it would have been back then if you weren't hacking, because if you just started, you probably don't know about RNG manips, right? But anyway, I digress about that part. So again, the whole point is to not be using other games, because using other games gives me an advantage I might not have if I was a new competitive player. Okay. Then, all these things you only have to do once in your lifetime. Even if you only have to do all these things once in your lifetime, like catch a 6 IV Ditto or catch a 5 IV Legendary, which by the way, we know isn't true because this Terrakion, this Thunderous, right? They are not legal for Gen 6 VGC, so I would have had to fucking do it again anyway, right? But even if I only had to do them once in my life, even if you would just assume once in your lifetime means once in your competitive VGC career for Gen 5, it still takes that time. That time is still too much. You know what I mean? Okay. Now, having all the Pokemon shiny greatly increases the required time and is 100% optional. While shiny has a small benefit, it actually has no benefit. It's very funny because this is also, I think, my fault. I think I didn't talk about RNG manipulation enough because going for the shinies was basically no effort. It cost me maybe like 20 to 100 chat out flips, which probably isn't even 2 minutes. But you could subtract probably 2 to 10 minutes if you want to be generous off the total time for the amount of chat out flips for shiny Pokemon. And here you go. Here's the League of Legends part. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the biggest reason pros keep happening. Entitlement. You are a professional player. You have a problem with the majority of the components within set game, thus you look for a way to avoid them. A professional player is trying to not play the game. That's crazy. How long do you think it takes League of Legends players to get 30 so you get all the summoner spells unlocked? Or farm all the champions? Or get all the runes you required? This is very funny to me. So, they are talking about how runes in League of Legends or getting to level 30 in so if you are a pro player in League of Legends, they remove these requirements. If you become a pro player, so you do have to put in the time to get to level 30, obviously, right? But if you're a pro player in League of Legends, they just give you infinite runes and infinite rune pages that a normal person, they give you what is called a fully unlocked account and a special tournament-only realm to practice on. So League of Legends does do these things for their pro players. League of Legends gives their consistent pro players who go to tournaments and do all this bullshit, they give you a custom server to play on where everything is unlocked so you don't have to deal with the grind on your main server account. So it's a really bad point. Your post left its target audience and found people who have no idea about RNG. To be fair, I went light on the RNG manipulation stuff because I knew that, like, basically in my head, I thought, okay, I don't want to bog this video down with RNG manipulation explanations and tutorials. Because if you don't know what the fuck is happening, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to spend 20 minutes of this video explaining how RNG works and what it is. I was even considering fully cutting. This is calm. I was even considering fully cutting the RNG explanation part of my video because I didn't want, like, I had suspected this would reach an audience that, like, wouldn't normally know what it is. And so I didn't want to, you know, like, wait, this is calm, right? This is Odayaka? Yeah. 158, 90, 86, 142, 158, 92. Okay. Wow. Actually, 0 defense. So I didn't want to bog it down with potential explanations about RNG manipulation because, like, I didn't want to drag the whole video down with people who don't, you know what I mean? I just didn't want to do that. I thought it wouldn't be great for the video. What's up, Diego? How are you? But now I know I have to, for my next one, I have to write a better script. All right, we were 1 seed early. We're leading a little bit early on the seed, so I'm actually going to adjust that. Just adjust it by 1. Small adjustment, but we'll do it. But now I just know I have to figure out a better RNG presentation and description while keeping it concise. And I already have ideas for how to do that for the next one. Okay. So let's continue reading this comment because I think it's hilarious. I lost it. Where did the comment go? Oh no, it's on here. I'm a dingus. It's on the wrong tab. Okay. They go on to say Pokemon was never meant to have competitive Pokemon in tournaments. That's probably true. Blah blah blah. This is the rest of this post doesn't really matter. The unhinged stuff is sort of in the top half of it. I think the video could have been 2 hours long with in-depth explanations and you would still get crazy comments. I think you're correct. Yeah, because someone also, this is not a super important combo. A lot of people asked how, oh, never mind. Blue Navigation, I read your post wrong, but the painting works basically when I talk to the painting, it reseeds the RNG based on how many video frames pass by. And so that puts me much closer to a 6 IV shiny Pokemon because I'm changing the seed from what it normally would be. But there's a really funny comment. It goes, it looks like you played with animations on. That could have added some time. You can watch the video. You see, there's, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, how do you think that? The video is sped up, but like, come, there's definitely parts that are slow enough to where you can tell it, in fact, was not animations on. Anyway, let's continue. I think people who complain about this stuff need to find a non-Pokemon hobby. Again, directed at me. I again, not really complaining. Sort of just showing you all to understand. All right. So many people, this is a comment I got a lot. You left out the fact that those 50 hours are 50 hours you don't spend actually building the team. You have to build the team on Showdown, test it, change attacks, tweak EVs, etc. So a lot of people commented you need to include planning time into this timer that you've added. Guys, I didn't make the team. It's not my team. I just took it from somebody. How can I put the planning time in? Like, I didn't... you know what I mean? Okay, continuing. Somebody commented saying I need a pop filter. Hey, fuck you, bro. I do kind of need a pop filter. I actually have one, but it weighs the arm down too much and kind of sucks, so I don't have it. It's like too heavy. All right, let's continue. A lot of people said, why don't you just clone items in Gen 3 and send them to Gen 5? I got this multiple times. Like, so many people just have not done transfers before. Because Gen 3 to 4 and Gens 1 to 2, I guess, are the only times you can ever transfer items. Yeah. Very funny. I got that comment a lot. All right, let's keep finding. People saying they should make an official showdown. How is Game Freak supposed to make money then? Got that comment a lot. Pop filters don't really work. You just need to not talk directly into the mic. What do you mean pop filters don't work? What? My pop filter definitely, I mean, you probably know more because you use the word plosive. But anyway. Okay. How long would the competitive team take in newer gens? I don't know. I don't remember. I do actually have a fresh sword file, and maybe I'll try it on sword. It surely is faster, but who knows? That'd be an interesting experiment. You can no longer... What's up, Rao? How are you? You can no longer get the berries to reduce EVs. You used to be able to from the dream world. Dude, this is another insane comment. All right, let me read this one. Here we go. Let's just ignore the amount of planning it would take to figure out which Pokemon you need on your team and what EVs, as well as practicing with the team. Let's also assume you are as adept at RNG manipulation as the video creator. We'll also ignore the time it takes you to beat the main game. It takes an entire work week with overnight just to build one team. Still, it would take a whole work week to build almost any competitive team. In that light, I still totally understand why you would want to cheat. Like, dude. Gen 6 is not easy. Gen 6 is just easy comparatively to what came before. Now, to be fair, I'm skipping over dozens of comments. I'm skipping over dozens of comments from people who are like, yo, this video is sick. I loved it. Great video. Thank you. So, like, I did get tons of great like, not great feedback, but, like, I probably got more positivity than I got negativity in terms of this video. Oops. But a lot of the like negative comments are just truly insane from my perspective. Is your favorite part of the whole map? I like when the fog effect comes in. Well, egg moves are pretty easy because you can just do... You don't have to get egg moves, like, right away. You could do the daycare thing. Oh, excuse me. Bottle caps are still annoying because you have to get them to level 100 first. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find any more of the crazier ones. I think we're probably done ranting at this point. Let me see. I think we're pretty much done reading unhinged comments. I'm sure there's more. There's just so many now. Oh, this is my favorite. We'll read a nice comment. What do you guys feel about a nice comment? This is my favorite comment from Christian that I got on in my video. Hey, I competed in VGC 2011 and attended Worlds. Prepping for regionals, nationals, worlds on top of keeping my grades up was exhausting. Dozens of hours of RNG manipulating legendaries and regular breeding. I didn't figure out Gen 5 breeding RNG at the time. And grinding BP for held items. And it had to be crammed into 3 months because Black and White came out in March and regionals were in May. I distinctly remember getting 2 hours of sleep the night before regionals because my friends and I were last minute grinding our teams. Or the 3 hours of sleep before nationals because I left my life orb with a friend who didn't have Wi-Fi, so I had to re-grind for another one. All of this led to teams with non-perfect IVs, no PP ups, and hoping team design and play could overcome a few lower points. It was exhausting. I share your opinion on hacking culture. The exhaustion and wasted time on grinding that could have been spent practicing makes me understand why people hack, because we shouldn't spend dozens of hours grinding just to begin to play. However, hacking is still an unfair advantage. If you hack while your opponent adhered to all the options and limitations the game provide, you now have the advantage of having more time to practice and probably better Pokemon. You violated rules you agreed to when you signed up for a tournament while your opponent didn't. But ultimately, the enemy isn't hackers for trying to avoid wasting their life on zero-skill tedium. It's a single-player RPG system being applied to a multiplayer game. God, what a good comment. I actually might pin this comment. It's so good. I'm actually going to. My pin doesn't even matter that much. I wish I could have 2 pins, but this comment is so good that, like, it's so good, it doesn't even make me think about all the bad ones. Because this person's opinion is fully exactly my opinion, and they put it far more... Like, they put it far more eloquently than I did in this entire 30-minute video. Like, goddamn, how do you have such a good brain and comment, Christian? So, yeah, good comment, good brain is my favorite comment. I've just pinned it. My original comment was pinned, basically just asking for opinions. You could read the comment if you want. It's just the pinned comment now, but... yeah, I had my comment pinned originally, just like to have a poll for people to like vote on and whatever they want next. But now I know what I want to do next, so it doesn't fucking matter. Fuck you. I've already begun on the sequel video. I'm already 6 badges into the game. I probably am going to put it into the next video because I think I'm going to have at least some level of a section in my next video of me explaining more in depth what I'm trying to capture in terms of the in terms of like the concept of the video. And I'm gonna have more defined rules in the next one as well. Like I didn't clearly define, like I didn't do no glitching in this one because I did use glitches from Gen 3. But my next video is gonna have no glitches in it at all. We'll see how it comes together. I'm still a ways away from even starting the team building process. Although I have all of it, I have all my routing planned out. It's going to require more than one game, let's just say that. I don't want to spoil too much. I've spoiled a lot to maybe 3 people. And I don't want to spoil anymore. I'm not even going to reveal what gen I'm doing. That's how tight-lipped I will be keeping it. It's hasty. Mm, 101, 89. This is really low defense as well. Okay, we were quite a number of frames late, and we're still. I think I'm gonna say I got 1 frame early again on that. All right, here we go. And we wait. What are the end credits in Budokai? I don't even know. Oh, there's the bot. Welcome back, Greenie. Receiving my grocery delivery took everything out of me, and now I'm a painful blob of goo. Well, just sit back and relax. Although I'm probably only doing 1 or 2 more attempts. Because it's close to bedtime for me and Amanda. Are you rewatching Sonic Boom? Are you watching like a funniest Sonic moments compilation? Yeah. That one's funny. Sorry, I'm watching my fiance watch Game Grumps. Do you guide yourself around the stats, natures, etc. from their position and ranges on screen? On what? Or did you get to remember the hiragana over time? Well, I can read hiragana, and so even if I don't know what the word is, it becomes very easy for me to remember what it is. So like some of them I do know. Like jolly, I don't even remember the word for jolly off the top of my head. It's like Yuki something or whatever the fuck. But like I know that word means cheerful. Or like happy. It's the same, it's the same as jolly, but the word you'll get when you talk to someone in Japanese, if they try and use the word in English, they'll say like cheerful. What is it? Is it Japanese? So some of them I know, some of them I don't know. Most of them I don't know the actual words, but I do know like what the characters are. So it's very easy for me to remember. Like just being able to read the actual literal letters of hiragana make it very easy to remember what it is. So like, and I guess it is me literally learning it, like, because if you look at hasty, it's like, it's say kachi. So it's like, yeah, I see that enough times, I remember that it's hasty, and now I just know the word hasty in Japanese. Whatever it is, like, you could put this into fucking deep L, and you'll probably get something different, but like, what are you gonna get?
Sekkachi.
Sekkachi. And then, yeah, it's impatient, hasty, impetuous, hurried. So that's what it means in Japanese. Now I know, like, after, because again, I can read it, since it's just, I have done this too many times to basically, the ability to literally read hiragana and katakana, like, letters, and just know what the noises they are mean, helps me tremendously in terms of dealing with Japanese, in regards to both, you know, Pokemon games, but also the programs that I deal with. But like Jolly, the same thing. Like, I could put this into Deep L, right?
Yoki.
You get Yoki, and it's lively, lively or cheerful, right? It's just like, okay.
Lively.
Oh, deep voice. Why is the deep voice? So, it's not even necessarily I'm remembering the hiragana. I guess as much as I am learning the hiragana. If that makes sense. I took Japanese for so long, it would be a shame if it was literally not useful to me at all. And so I'm glad it is, for some god unknown way, that it is somehow useful to me. I talked so much. Now I'm out of it. RNG manipulation? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. How did I get into RNG manipulation? Yeah, I've told the story a few times, but basically it was, I will say, if you saw my Gen 5 video, fuck, I didn't realize it was coming up. Didn't pay attention. So basically, that Gen 5 video is part of the reason I made that team building video in Gen 5 first, was because that's the gen I got into RNG manipulation. I was breeding for a Vullaby. I wanted a 4 IV Vullaby with, I think it was Overcoat was the ability that I needed back then. Now, if you don't know anything about competitive Pokemon, you want for a tank like Vullaby, you typically want at least 4 of the stats to be perfect, because you need HP and both defensive stats to be perfect, right? Because it's going to be a Pokemon that tanks hits, right? Because it's sort of like, Vullaby is sort of a mixed wall. Or, right, it could tank hits from either side. So you need both defenses to be perfect, and you need its HP to be perfect. Now, on top of that, you also need its, whatever attacking stat you're going to be using to be perfect. Because if your attacking stat isn't good, you're going to be dealing no goddamn damage. And then it will not be a threat to anything. So you need a way for it to deal damage. And so, because of all of that, I bred it for a long, long time, and eventually I finally hatched a 4 IV Vullaby, and its ability was wrong, and there's no way to change abilities in Gen 5. Ability Capsule was Gen 6, and because there was no way to change abilities, I was like, there has to be a better way. Surely there's a better way than whatever I'm doing now. And through some luck of Google results, I ended up somehow finding RNG manipulation on Spolgon's website. Foul Play and Air Slash do just fine. I'm not sure if Foul Play was out. Or maybe I'm thinking of Snarl. Did Foul Play come out in Black and White 1? I might not have known how Foul Play worked back then. Because I was playing Black and White while... This was like while Black and White was new. That's about when I got into competitive. I got into competitive before that, but Foul Play just was not in the game in Gen 4. No, I was thinking of Snarl. Snarl was a move that was technically in Black and White 1, but it's not in... I guess I could see how Mandibuzz learns foul play. But it probably... RS. Plug in them in Black and White. Oh, foul play is Black and White Move Tutor exclusive. So that I must have been going for Brave Bird as an attacking option then. Because it was Black and White 1. Thank you, Green Darkness. You're right. Wow. Good call, Green Darkness. Hey dude, stumbled upon your vids earlier today and was fascinated. I think RNG manip is such a smart thing to do. So basically, everything you're doing is strictly based off timing inputs? Yes. I'm basically just, in this game anyway, I'm basically just hitting A at the correct time. And it's a 1/60th of a second timing. That's pretty much it for this game. Other games, it's a little different, or a little harder, or easier. It really just depends on the game that you're doing. But in this gen, it's just because the RNG moves at the same rate of frame rate, which is 1/60th of a second. So every 60th of a second, an RNG advancement occurs, as well as a video frame advancement occurs. And you are just hoping to hit A with that exact 1/60th of a second timing. Now, this specific thing that I'm doing here is 2 1/60th of a second in frame perfect inputs. What in the fuck is Admiral Fish linking me? This is... Almost spit out my fruit snack. Oh wait, I don't want to get copyright claimed. I don't want to get copyright claimed. I just realized I could get copyright claimed. No chat out in this gen. Nope. How does the painting work? Basically, you talk to the painting at the proper time. And the painting, based on how many video frames have passed, because for some reason, the game keeps track of how many video frames have passed. It keeps track of that, and then we'll use that to reseed the game for some fucking reason. The fuck? Knuckles has a gun? Oh, it's a trumpet. Painting manip is hard. If you want to start with painting, start with it in Emerald version where you can save your battle video. Okay, this is Sassy. Namaiki. Like, the painting thing is not a glitch or anything like that. It's just how the game works for some reason. Like, they just made it that way. Okay, we were 1 frame early, 1 seed late. We're getting close. We're juicing. I'm not going to do any adjustment. I didn't like that one. No, it works in all the versions. I'm doing it in Japanese for literally no reason. Oh, no, it's not for no reason. I wanted Sapphire. I wanted a KYOGRE, and I don't own an English copy of Sapphire. That's why it's in Japanese. I only own this game in Japanese. Okay. Whew. All right, this is gonna be my last run. I need to stop listening to the Budokai. I love the Budokai soundtrack so much, I'm not going to listen to it. We haven't listened to the Melee Lo-Fi in a while. Oh, excuse me. Do we want sleepy time music with Melee Lo-Fi? Rage. Why are you winking, Flymoth? What, a Flimith? Yeah. Did Flymouth ask a question? I only see one comment from them. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, like they pirated all of the games. Yeah, that makes sense. Your Japanese memory card came? Wee. Hype. What are you using in Japanese? Oh, you're going to play Pokemon Coliseum in Japanese? I actually have two, although it doesn't matter. You don't need a Japanese. You don't need a Japanese memory card, but you can't use it. You can't use them the same as English. But so I don't have two Japanese memory cards, but first of all, I am glad your Japanese memory card came. Second of all, I was correcting myself, not you who said that. Third, what I was trying to say and why I corrected myself was when I bought Pokemon Coliseum in Japanese and Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire in Japanese, both of them came with the memory cards that came with those games when they came out, because both Pokemon Box and Pokemon Coliseum came with special memory cards that were their color. And I continue to use them as Japanese format instead of changing the format to English or something like that, because Amanda and I already have enough of GameCube memory cards. I need something. I need something like the memory. I read some. I read something like. Okay, so yeah, you read wrong, but the way it works is, all that matters is I think it is because of language data, but basically a Japanese memory card cannot share any data with any other language memory card because it will instantly corrupt the memory card. So if you had an English memory card and you wanted to use it if you had an English memory card with a Japanese copy of Pokemon Colosseum and you tried to use it, it would corrupt the entirety of the save data. But then if you rebooted Colosseum and put the memory card in, it would say the memory card is corrupt, I can format it, homie, and then it would format it for you. But then you could not use that for any English games or any European games for that matter. But from what I understand, European games do not have that problem. You can use, like, I could buy a French copy of a video game and use it with an English memory card just fine. It's just like language formatting issues. So be very careful. Market, like market that it is for Japanese. Because you don't want. I accidentally did that once. I deleted a. Yeah, Colosseum can format it. Yeah. Yeah, I believe most games are capable of formatting a memory card. I don't know if all of them are, but I think most of them are. But be very careful because I accidentally fucking deleted my I caught a 5 IV bold Suicune in Colosseum, and I fucking deleted it by accident because I ran it with English Colosseum. I just put it in the wrong console. Like, I forgot which game was in the console already. That was my shadow, that was my no EXP playthrough of Pokemon Colosseum. I mean, it's fine. I can get another one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just forewarning you about my blunder that I had made. Now I'm gonna be 4 frames late because I advanced the ASLR fudge. I don't think I drank enough water today. My throat is dry. Your hubby found a Japanese Wii recently, so you don't even have to break the region on it every time. Oh, that's sick. I don't own any Japanese consoles for the home consoles. I pretty much just, yeah, I have a GameCube with software mod that I use. Because the fucking disc was, I have the freeloader disc, it just sucks ass. Swiss is pretty good. I wish I could auto boot to Swiss somehow. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just don't know how to do it. Like when you turn the GameCube on, so I wouldn't have to swap do the disc swap. I'm complaining about a very minor thing, but yeah. Oh. That Suicune sounds like immense pain. Also, hi, I'm new here. Found you through your Gen 3 RNG manip. Guys, hope you're doing well. Well, thank you. I am doing well. I'm just vibing with this Kyogre. We're just having a staring contest. Supposedly, it's a pretty expensive mod that fully replaces the disk drive. Lets you auto boost. I am not, personally, I'm not the type who is pro replacing the disk drive. But I am pro not using the disk drive, if that makes sense. Like, I don't like taking the disk drive out and discarding it, but I do like using not the disk drive. Like both my PS2, my Sega Saturn, and my Wii, they all use non-disc solutions, even though but I only have collections for things that I physically own. My Wii U as well actually uses a hard drive solution, and I'm actually upgrading my PS2. Well, my Saturn's is solid state, but I'm gonna upgrade my PS2 to solid state as well. And then eventually I will probably upgrade my Wii and my other thing to solid state. The Wii can run Coliseum. Like you can easily soft mod a Wii to auto boot to homebrew and launch the auto boot to homebrew and launch non-English games. But the Wii has slightly worse quality. The Wii's visuals are just such slightly worse quality than the GameCube, because the Wii doesn't have native digital out, so its 480p is an analog 480p converted to digital, which is just like, it just doesn't look as good as the 480p from the digital output of the GameCube. The GameCube's digital output looks so good. And so yeah, that's why I only tend to use the Wii if I have to. Yeah, I feel you, Tama. The Wii's SD drive is also not as fast, so it can run Kirby. So it can run Kirby. Wait, you mean it is faster, or it can't run it? I'm sorry. Like it can't run it. I don't use. To be fair, I don't use my Wii. I don't use SD from the Wii. I use a hard drive. Like I have a hard drive on it. I think the USB port's a bit faster, maybe. I don't know. Hey, I saw your video about the 2011 team building, and I got inspired to try and RNG manipulate myself. I still have no idea what I'm doing, but your videos are very helpful. Thank you. Oh, thank you. If you have any questions, you can go into the Discord, and people are very helpful, including me. You're good. I just wasn't sure. Yeah, you probably have to do USB port, although even then, it's USB 2.0, I think. It might not be fast enough. Wow, this has to be like a 0 HP. Okay, let's see what we've got. It's this. No, this is Quirky Nature. 145, 106, 91, 148, 136, 182. Wow, my special defense is higher than my HP. Personally, I just use emulator mainly because prices for games and equipment. Yeah, I mean everything's expensive, you know. I like playing on original hardware, but I don't do it if it's too much money. Duh. I'm glad I got all my stupid ass copies of Coliseum before that game's price went up out the wazoo. We got a Method 4, I think. I did 192 again. I did it wrong. How did I type 192 again? Oh, that sucks. The Wii can be notoriously finicky, especially in regards to what hard drive formats it will take. So, yeah, I understand that one. Can you synchronize in Sapphire? No, you can only synchronize in Emerald onwards. And in Emerald, you can only synchronize for wild Pokemon. You cannot synchronize static encounters in Emerald version. So you can't synchronize any of the legendaries, and you can't synchronize any of the like single encounter gift Pokemon or like random stuff like Kecleon. Okay, we were on Seed. We were quite a bit frames late, and we hit Method 1. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me tonight. I hope you all enjoyed this stream. I have some tutorials coming out this weekend. Probably, if I had to say, on probably tomorrow and Saturday, I'll have some tutorials up about Gen 4 ID manipulation.